So it's going to be a really brief one. You can probably see from the title of the video. I suppose it's the ones perfumes I've kept out whilst this move that I've never shut up about is going on. I will be moving Tuesday after this video goes up, so this will be the very last video of that address, I guess. And yeah, I just kept a few out. I mean, I don't really think that needs expanding on, does it? It's just the easy fragrances I've kind of left to spray. That's it. Which in its own way is I suppose, not necessarily my favourites, but just the easiest wearing ones and a nice mix of them, isn't it, really? Yeah, we'll crack on. So first up is from Thameen, and that's their famous one, Carved Oud. I think I probably mentioned this recently. It's just a well, it's quite like Tom Ford's Oud wood. It's kind of a woody, slightly oudy one. This one, I suppose that I think is rose, is it? Kind of sticks out a bit more. It's just it's a very easy going one and stuff, and obviously because I've had an interview in this time and stuff whilst packing up. It's good for an interview or dressed up occasions and such like. It's really easy and it's really appealing, and if you know that DNA, it's one of them that suits. Again, you can wear it casually, but like I say, being dressed up in a shirt and trousers and all that, I think it worked great. This is going to be really brief, hopefully under 10 minutes. So yeah, that's Carved Oud from Thameen. Another one I kept out is Chanel No. 5, the EDT. Now I've been rinsing the heck out of this. I think probably need a new bottle at some point, to be honest. I just absolutely adore this fragrance. Over the summer it's worked nicely, and it's just so easy, and it just smells kind of good. Well, really good. It's obviously the Chanel No. 5 DNA, but this one it's just more youthful. It has more of a life about it. It's still got the lily of the valley, it's still got the aldehydes, it's still got a nice muskiness. But this one is somewhat cleaner and fresher. I think there's a bit more of a sparkle of the citrus about in it. I've even had people say it smells quite holiday-like, which I'm presuming means it smells quite beachy. I don't really know how that is, unless it's the kind of lily of the valley soapiness, perhaps, giving it, that kind of clean vibrance. Again, white linen and all of that. But it's one of them I know I can just spray on, smell damn good, and I absolutely love it. It's a pleasure to wear. So that's Chanel No. 5's, the EDT. Next, I kind of found it whilst packing, to be honest, and I thought I hadn't wore this in a little bit, and that's Hibou from BedeauX Fragrances, which is a British indie house. And this one, best way to describe it is it's a kind of beautiful, rich, ambery orange. Now the orange isn't like a kind of fresh orange juice, that it's kind of like a dark depth, like I say with the amber, the orange, and it's really warm and it's lovely. And there's a kind of, to me, a nuttiness going through it all. I think there might be rosewood. It could be coming from that, that kind of woody nuttiness, and there's obviously some lovely musks about it in there. But this one again, kind of the weather's all over the shop. I mean, this is the UK, so of course it is, but it's good in the kind of this autumnal kind of chilled feel, where it's a bit crisp now again, and you got the fresh air, and you need to wear a coat soon and stuff. And it also does work, to be fair, in the heat, because obviously this many fragrances I've had to wear again and again, which is quite good in a way, isn't it? I'm really getting some wearing out of these. But yeah, Hibou, waffling on and on. It's kind of just a beautiful ambery, nutty, woody orange. It's absolutely gorgeous, and that's from BedeauX. Next up is of course another indie one. Of course there's a one-way bridge here, and again it's such an easy, pleasurable wear, and it's quite unique, and that's Haute Horopito, which is, it's like a modern vintage. And it's also, I'm saying that because I've never smelled anything like it before in my life. It's a really interesting, different one. Now, it's like I've done a little mini review on this, and I can't say much more even now about it. It's kind of predominantly apple, with this kind of leatheriness. There's obviously a stunning muskiness. There's a kind of smokiness about it. There is some sort of spice in there. The apple kind of morphs through this kind of cooking apple to slightly fresh apple, you know, like a stewed apple and stuff. And it kind of sits there lovely in it, and it actually smells like apple, because apple's a fragrance that I really struggle with, but in this it's just beautiful. It's so different, so unique. Yeah, so that's Haute Horopito from One Way Bridge, just as a kind of, again, something more unique, but again a really kind of versatile, can wear it whenever I want one. Next, I left it out and I didn't think I'd really wear it, but I just pulled it out the other day when it was quite warm, and that's Tom Ford's Noir de Noir. Again, we all know this one. This one, it's that season where I will not shut up about this fragrance, because it's autumn, Halloween, isn't it? It's the dark rose, that kind of truffly feel, that kind of beautiful red winey touch from it. It's a little bit earthy, it's a little bit sweet. So it's an amazing fragrance. So yeah, it's that Dracula scent, isn't it? It's seductive, it's easy to wear. Do you know what it also is, which I don't mention much? It's got a certain amount of comfort about it. It is something that it's very me, isn't it? And now it's cold. It's not what I'm wearing today, but I think I've worn it twice over the last week. So yeah, it's a gorgeous one. That's Tom Ford's Noir de Noir. Next is, again, it's another banging classic and one of my favourites. And like, for me, it's a calm one. It's one I've had to kind of de-stress, if you like. And it's fresh and lovely. It's Gris Dior from Dior. Like I've always said, to me it's this beautiful, peaceful stream kind of going by, roses growing all around it, rose petals in the water. Get this kind of lovely fresh air muskiness about it. There's the lovely patchouli, which gives it this kind of nice grainy earthiness, and it's just pure class. Again, it's one of them that I think even if you don't love it, you probably gotta love it on somebody else, and that. And again, it's so inoffensive, it's so easy to wear, and when you're really busy and stressed to chuff, I mean, as recording this video, I'm still not quite finished, and you're getting so stressed out. Oh God, how much stuff is there left to pack and stuff. So this one's just one of them. It's that breath of fresh air, that river breeze, the rose in it's really gently and lovely done. It's my favourite, probably rose patchouli, I'd say. So that's Gris Dior from Dior. Another one, do you know what, I'm not an imposter, but I bought, you know, back when we started this journey, I bought loads of decants of this. And it's one I've not smelled around for a while. It's from Creed. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of it before. It's called Aventus, you know, something. It's this obscure fragrance. Yeah, it had its moment. It's still about bloody everywhere, isn't it? It's smoky, pineapple-y, bergamot-y, birch. So it's like this, but I have no idea which batch I've got. I'm not into all that jazz. It's a fruity one, let's say. The bergamot and the pineapple are the strongest kind of thing in it. Do I even need to describe this? It's pineapple-y, fruity, slightly smoky, woody, patchouli. whether it's ambroxan or ambergris, you know, gives it that kind of graininess. It doesn't really matter, does it? But you know what? These decants need using up, and I've just thought I need one that's just so easy. I don't even need to think twice, because you still got to live your life and go shopping and stuff. And so yeah, it's one I've just wore a few times, and it ain't a bad fragrance, is it? And it gets its grief. It's not my favourite fragrance in the world, and probably is to do with it being slightly overdone, isn't it? But yeah, Aventus from Creed. You'll probably have to go look that up. And yeah, so you know I'm not an imposter. Obviously, Joop Homme. It was got to be left out. It's just, again, it's another easy. Don't need to think about it. It smells great. Thankfully, it's not as nuclear as it once was. So you just have a few sprays of it. It's kind of nostalgic. It's kind of a hug. Takes you back to simpler times. Probably all them times I moved at uni and stuff, and just go out and forget about the world when you wore it, wouldn't you? Joop Homme is a kind of jasmine-y, musky, sweet kind of. It's a synthetic beast, orange blossom. There's it's kind of cherry cough syrup thing going on. We all know Joop, isn't it? You don't really need to describe it. Once you've smelt it, it'll be with you forever. And it was just massive. And as we know, it's kind of my go-to. If I had a signature scent, I think it still would be, you know. I have no issue just spraying it, and again, it's, you don't feel self-conscious. I don't really feel self-conscious in fragrance anyway, but you don't really, you know what I mean. People recognise it. It's easy. Don't need to think about it. The wonderful, fantastic, legendary Joop Homme. Next, again, the weather. We're coming into autumn. Is Yves Saint Laurent's Opium. I think we all know this one. I don't know if cloves listed, but clovey, lily of the valley, I think. Kind of floral, a little bit Coca-Cola-y kind of in its way with its amberiness. It's spicy, isn't it? It's kind of it's what you'd say is a kind of golden fragrance, and it's one of them. That's a time machine of a fragrance, isn't it? Really, it takes you back. It's kind of got a little bit of a purr about it as well. I think it was in my last video, wasn't it? You can't go wrong with it, and it's safe, if that makes sense. It's one of them that, again, you know everyone's gonna like it round you. I think it's probably got a little bit of nostalgia for us all, hasn't it? Some cool auntie back in the day. And it's kind of got that little bit of a youth dew feel about it. And Chanel's Cocoa. Just a wonderful fragrance, and again, a warm, cosy one that's easy to wear, that I'm feeling at the moment. Don't need to waffle on about it. I spoke about it loads. So that's Opium from Yves Saint Laurent. And finally, of course, there's an Amouage here. A proper classic one, Fate, which again has similarities to Opium. It's kind of that same style, you know, kind of spicy floral, except this one is more around Narcissus. I'd say that's kind of the main thing of it, which obviously starts off quite prominent, quite there. It's got something like cloves or cardamom, giving it a kind of warmth. There's a nice civet or castoreum, giving it a nice purr and a kind of classy touch in the base. There's lots of resins and stuff, of course. It's Amouage. Sometimes it's a little bit incensey, sometimes not so much so. Is it my favourite from Amouage? It's up there, isn't it? That changes day to day and stuff, but it's back when they used to make fragrances that were brilliant, absolutely fantastic. It's like a Christopher Chong one, isn't it? You know, creative, interesting, something familiar about some of them, you know, that kind of nods to the classics and stuff, but done in that Amouage way. It would be in my top 10 for life, this one, I would think. It's just absolutely magnificent. So that is Amouage's Fate for the last one. So that's it done. I've no idea what I'm going to call this video. I would imagine it's very brief and pointless, but it's, I mean, have I saved these particularly on purpose? You know, I could call it the 10 I'd save if there was a bonfire, or if I was going to lose all my fragrances or something kind of proper clickbaity, couldn't I? I might do, I don't know. But yeah, it's just what I've been wearing, because we all know it when we've got a really like busy period, and again, we all know what moving house is like. I'm not the only person to do it. It's the most stressful blooming thing on earth, is it, really? You're moving your entire life from one place to another, so you don't have time to really think and plan your fragrances. You want something that's kind of familiar and enjoyable. You know, I haven't been sampling because that would be madness. So yeah, that's the kind of 10 I've been wearing a lot and saved from the packing boxes. What about you? What would you wear? I mean, if you had to keep 10 for a period of time where you didn't have access to any others, like I say, I'll make this clickbaity, no doubt. But what would you save? What would you wear? Alright folks, thanks, bye.